have a Jones in this color. It is the R1226CH, which means chunky highlights. And it's too dark for me, to be honest. I wear it once in a while, but it is too dark. I'm going to show you what it looks like, just so we can compare blondes. Okay, this is Jones. Jones is kind of fun. It's kind of straight too, which, you know, is kind of not my thing, but I think it's cute. The way they layered it, they really layered it a lot. And it comes down just around to the nape of the neck, which is kind of a bad place for wigs to end, especially in the summer in Phoenix, because they're hot. You know, you just want to get them off. Anyway, this is color-coded 1226. Now, the interesting thing about this compared to the 1488 RT8 is they're super similar, super similar, which kind of made me think that my 1488 had a little 12 in it, because this doesn't have a 14, it's all 12, plus the 26, which is it's a blonde, a little bit on the warm side, I think. But I'll show you how it stacks up to this one. I mean, they're really similar. They're very similar. The CH means the highlights are chunky, but they're not overly chunky at all. They don't look like stripes. They did a good job with it, and I prefer it kind of because at least it gets more blonde in there. And you can see the rooting here. Doesn't have a root. Trick you. Yeah, I saw the same, but it's cute. I like it. They layered it everywhere. They even layered it in the bangs. So I like that. Kind of clever. Okay, so we've got Avalon, old and new, and we have Jones, Chunky Jones, which are just two of the mini Estetica styles that I have. Avalon is definitely my favorite. I also have Finn, and I have Bay, which they don't make anymore, which is kind of a longer wig, and I also have Peace. What else do I have in Estetica? Emma. Emma's adorable. I'm going to show them to you real quick. Hang on. Remember when I said that I had a few Esteticas? This isn't all of them, and I've got one here in a handy dandy apple bag, which is a great way to store wigs. I didn't realize how many I had till I went and looked. Anyway, here's Emma. This is a little bit of an older style. I don't know if it hasn't been disconnected. Emma is, to me, the epitome of cute. She is cute. It's really a quality piece. Short, just chin length. A little bit longer in the front. Well, it's quite a bit longer in the front than it is in the back. It's one of these wedgie bobs, as you might be familiar with. It has bangs, and I didn't have to trim them. They came this way, and they're just, I mean, it's just done perfectly. I'm not crazy about straight wigs, as I mentioned earlier, but this is just, wow. It's cute. I mean, it's cute. And this is 1488M. On the color. What that means, to my understanding, is that it's modified from the traditional 1488, as it has a shadowing, not really a full root, but just a shadowing. And to me, that's really what a root is all about. That is perfect for me, and I think I'm going to start getting this color from my orders. When I order Estetica in the future, I think I'm going to get the 1488M. See, it's just enough to give you a little shading. It's not crazy with the darkness, and the darkness doesn't go all the way through it. It's just really a good blend of those two colors, the 14 and the 88. Again, this length is still kind of hot because I can't really do anything with it. Can't put it back, and I can't, you know, tie it up or whatever very easily. I traditionally wear this one with a headband or something because, yeah, that's why. Ow. Poke myself in the eye. You ever notice that when you poke yourself in the eye with synthetic wigs, it hurts a lot worse than regular hair? I'll show you the rest of Emma. See? Cute. Just cute. And I did want to primarily show her because of the color. I don't know if you can get this style anymore. I don't know if it's still available. But if it is, and you like short little bobs that are fun, and I mean, look at this movement. This would be a great choice. I really like her. And since I'm on a roll here with Estetica, I'll show you a couple other styles. Oh, by the way, this particular Emma is, I didn't bring the tag with me, but it is, it's a mono top, so it's kind of like, not an elite, but a mono. It's got a whole mono top, so you can part it anywhere if you want a middle part, you know, the other side, and I think it will flop wherever you want it. You don't have to beg it to. Really nice quality. No lace front because of the bangs, but it does have a full mono top, so that really gives it a lot of versatility for a cute little wig. It's just cute. Okay, what's next? Well, believe it or not, I actually have another Avalon. I forgot about this one. I bought this from a wig sister. I call her my buyer beware piece. She showed a picture of it and it looked really good, but after I got it, I realized it's sticky, like it's got product in it. It smells, and she's tried to straighten it. I mean, there's no other explanation for this, you know, lack of curl and dud. It's kind of a dud. But I think what I'll do with this, I'll probably put bangs in it and curl it with some steam, because other than that, it's okay. The color, not crazy about it. I'll tell you what it is. R613 BG14. R613 BG14. Yeah, I had to read it twice. It's supposed to be a 14 base. I guess it's got a rooting. Not sure what the color code is for the rooting. And then the highlights are supposed to be that platinum, bright platinum blonde. I don't know where they are. I can't see any highlights. I mean, there's just no highlights in this, in my opinion. Not enough to really make it even to the color code. But, and I just think it looks terrible on me. It just pulls my whole face down. So I got to make some alterations to this. But it's a good way you can just take a look at the color. And also, when people put pictures up, make sure there's plenty of pictures and that they're recent pictures. Anyway, I'll show you this one also out in the sunlight so we can see if some of that 613 might just pop up. You never know. Reeves. I like Reeves. She's one of the newer styles. And I did trim some bangs into her. She's long and lightly layered and kind of wavy curly. Again, it's in my default color of RH1488 RT8. So it's your blonde, it's your dark blonde, darker blonde with highlights. I know a lot of you like Reeves, or you have Reeves. I'm on the fence still with whether or not I wanted to keep the bangs, because they're, I don't know. Sometimes I look at it and it just looks funny. By the way, people will say to you, you can put bangs in any wig. You know, well, yeah, you can. It doesn't mean they're going to look good. A couple of wigs I put bangs into did not have, you know, they follow the pattern that they're baked in. If they have a curl, you know, that curl is going to be there, and you can maybe steam it out, you know, if you want to change the shape on it. But I would never go so far as to say you could put bangs in any wig unless you kind of know what you're doing. And you keep in mind, you have to look at where that hair is going, because this hair is not going to do something for you that it isn't born to do. It's all baked in. So you really have to watch some styles for bangs. Some styles don't work. And what I didn't like about this was I felt like I took too much hair from the front here when I added these bangs. But it is really a cute style. I like it. And it's more affordable because it's all natural. I mean, all natural. It's a basic cap. No frills. No frills. And it's too big for me. But aren't they all? All right. Next. All right, as I put the next one on, I'm going to just show you how these fit me. When I put them on, I pull them over. They come way down my forehead, you know, because they're too big, and the ear tabs, generally speaking, they get in my ear. They're too low. So that's what I mean by Estetica having a larger cap. It's just a larger cap all the way around. This also, in my RH1488 RT8, is piece. Longer. I have to stand on my tippy toes so you can see her all. Very interesting. Bangs, layers. This comes with bangs also, so they were there when I got her. And it's an older style, but it's cute too. And I imagine if I wanted to, I could probably take some of this length off and just have a fun longer wig. I don't wear too many longer ones, but I sure do love them. Oh, I love them. Anyway, I say she has a little bit in common with Orchid. Much more hair than Orchid, I'd say. A lot more hair than Orchid. The bangs. And a little different curl pattern, but similar. Another affordable one. Peace. Okay, what have we got now? Do you know anybody that doesn't love Finn? Finn is really popular. This is an older Finn. I got it from a wig sister when I first started wearing wigs, and oh, she's got to be at least somewhere between 2.5 to 3 years old or more. Very popular style. It kind of mimics the 80s with all the hair. It's got a lot of hair. It's layered. It's just hits you just below the shoulder in length. And it has a lace front. Ta-da. I'm going to have to look at the cap to see exactly what. I don't think it has mono features. I think it's just a lace front. But anyway, there. And her color. Regular old 1488. So this is a little bit more like I would expect the blonde to be distributed in this color code. Of course, there's no rooting, but you don't really miss it necessarily. Yeah, it's got a kind of a funky part to me. The newer ones may be completely different. I don't know. But yeah, I think they're kind of changing this a little bit. I think it's a little bit more, has more tight curls, and maybe, I don't know, layered differently. They modernized Finn a little bit since this one. Look at some of the newer reviews of Finn and you'll see what I mean. Cute, fun style. Or her on vacation. Also too big. Like all of them. Oof, these ear tabs come way down. You know, make me look like a character whose ears stick out. Anyway, they pinch me. Okay, Finn. This is Brooklyn. She is a loose, wavy, mid-length bob that looks and feels wonderfully natural. She's got a lace front, and she's got a mono top, which are very nice features. But she has an enormous amount of hair. And I have never worn her, but, when I bought her, I said, that's really not my color, but I thought, you know, it was a real good price, so I bought it. And it's golden. It's a very golden, light blonde. There's probably some things I could do with her to make her easier to wear. You know, I could either trim bangs or steam this back. I love the curls. The curls are really nice. For a synthetic wig with regular fibers, it's It's really soft. It's nice and comfortable. You know, hits you about right here, which is a good length. And I'll show you the rest of her. Yeah, she's pretty. Just don't feel brave enough to wear her, but maybe one of these days I will do it after I fix the front. I had a look at her list. Have a look at her lace front. Very nice. And of course, your mono top, which is slightly permateased here. I don't know how they put permatease in a mono top, but they managed to somehow here. Unless maybe this is the edge of it. And the permatease is all around it. Pretty much that, I say, is our answer. But she's pretty. And I did get her at a good price for having these features. So, I think I have pulled out my entire Estetica collection. If I go find out I have one more, I'm going to really be mad at myself. But so far, this is it. I hope you've enjoyed watching them. I'm going to try to do some outside light on the different colors so that you can see them in outside light and compare some of them. The old and the new, and some with slightly different codes so we can see the differences. All right. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. It's kind of an interesting color. I don't care for it, but let's see what it looks like in the light. It's in the sunlight. RH1488 RTA. Interestingly, I figured out what looks different about this RH1488 RT8, and I don't know if this has been a recent change or if it's an older change, but the highlights are very different on this top layer. There are many more highlights on the top layer than there are down the rest of the wig, which I find really interesting. I like it, but I've never seen it on another Estetica, so it's kind of unique. All right, we have Finn outside, indirect. All right, Brooklyn. Okay, this one, RTH 613/27. Now, I think RT means rooted, which this is not. H means highlighted. 613 means platinum, and 27 means golden blonde. So I see golden blonde and platinum in this for sure, and we'll see what the sun tells us in just a second.